top of the morning. Breaker, breaker. Oh, good morning. Saturday morning, October 16th, in the year of our Lord 2021. And I'm sitting down here in Miami for. I'm still doing Amazon, by the way. Taking an empty trailer from Miami up to Braselton, Georgia. Where the hell is Braselton anyway? Yeah, it's been a long week. It's been a long week. Amazon, see, when you're running Amazon loads, oh man, it wears the shit out of you. It's hell sometimes. See, Amazon, running Amazon freight is not supposed to be a full-time thing, I think, because it's fucking taxing on your body. Let's see, Braselton, Georgia is up near. What the hell is this? Oh, it's outside of Atlanta on the 85. It's up yonder by Atlanta. But I just finished up a load yesterday that went from Miami to North Georgia to Charlotte, Charlotte back to Arbordale, Arbordale back to Miami. And now I'm going to take an empty trailer to Braselton for I think it's like $1,800 to go 750 miles. $1,800 for 754 miles with an empty trailer. Man, I wish I was a lease driver again sometimes. Right now, I'm telling you, if it hasn't been a better time to get into the trucking industry or be a truck driver, there's money out there to be made right now, folks. Here in the very near future, by the end of the year and continuing throughout the beginning of the year, we're going to have trucks in RST, brand new trucks just coming in. They're finally going to be coming in. And yeah, if you haven't already signed up, put your application in, all that good stuff. The links are in the description box. So what's going on with you guys? What are you up to this morning? Anything exciting? Anything that I should know about? Oh, let me tell you. Let me tell you what happened this morning. Since you guys aren't saying anything. Can you all hear me? Is this thing working? Is this thing on? Can I get a thumbs up in the chat? Can somebody hit the like button? I'll tell you this real funny story. Going to Seattle, okay. Pulling your FedEx to Houston, okay. So I'm in line at a rest area on the turnpike here in Florida this morning. And these three Karens, I'm calling them Karens, I'm going to say it, are in front of me in the Dunkin Donuts breakfast line, okay? And I can already see they're going to be trouble. They're like, and these are older women, okay? Older women. These women aren't young, okay? It looks like it's their fucking first day out. And they're traveling, doing business. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Becky. That's what they were like, okay? Fucking, and they get up to the thing, to the register, and they're like, and the one lady was like, can I get a unsweet tea? I swear to God, they sounded just like this. This is no joke. One lady's like, can I get an unsweet tea? a big one. That's what she got. And then the next lady was like, "Can I get a And she's looking at the thing, going, do you guys have like pumpkin spice lattes, pumpkin donuts, pumpkin bagels, pumpkin my asshole?" Everything was pumpkin with this lady. So she got her. What the hell did she get? She got a pumpkin latte or whatever. And then the third lady. Holy shit! This one comes up. Okay, like I said, it had to be their first time out. Good morning, little Ever. Yodeling, hee-hoo. It had to be their first day out. These must have been like extra vegan type people that have never been to a Dunkin Donuts, that don't know the menu, they don't know, and they got a line of fucking people trying to get their breakfast that already know what they want. So yeah, do you guys, your eggs, are they scrambled or are they fried? Or, and the guy was like, they're pre-made eggs. Or I didn't really hear what he said, but I heard her because she's, you know, and she's just like, no, just forget it. Let me just get a sausage and cheese croissant without the egg. And I'm like, wow. So then they're waiting for their order, and the one lady's like, oh my god. She goes up to the guy and starts bitching and complaining. Like, I ordered a non-sweet tea, but this tastes like a sweet tea. I'm like, oh my god, this is happening. And the guy was like, no, it's not sweet. He's like, but it tastes like sweet. So he gave her another one, right? No problem. And then the other girls were looking at her, going, get it, girl. Make you another one. And I'm just like, ugh. And all the other people were doing the same. Everybody else in line was like, yeah, ugh. What the fuck? So she gets another one. She takes a sip of it. And she goes like this. And she walks away. And then the other one was like looking around for napkins and shit. And she's up at the front counter like a robot. Hello, they're right behind you. Hello, look, wake up. Their straws, napkins, whatever the fuck you need is right over here. And then she finally sees him and she goes, over there, And I'm just like, people like that need to just stay the fuck home. Okay? People like that need to not come to the breakfast lines early in the morning when people are trying to get their breakfast, trying to get their day going. If you don't know what the fuck you want, don't get in fucking line. If you have never been, like, it's like, I'm not gonna go, like, okay, I've heard about this boba tea thing for a while. Boba tea, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I've never gone and gotten myself a boba tea. I've never been to these new ramen joints that are popping up, this ramen fad that's around. I've never been to one, but I'm not gonna go to a boba tea place and be like, oh God, do you got tea here, boba? What is boba? I'm gonna do some research first about the shit if I want it, and then I'm gonna go and be like, yeah, let me try one of those whatchamacallits that I seen, right? But no, this it's like they've never been to a Dunkin Donuts before. They don't know the lingo. They don't know. Well, one lady said, how big are your donut holes? Like, holes? Donut holes? Like, bitch, they're called munchkins over here at Dunkin Donuts. Donut holes? Like, get the fuck out of here! Oh my god. I'm a little feisty, yeah, why not? It's Saturday morning, I'm in fucking Miami. It's already 95 fucking degrees. Look, you can tell. Oh no, you can't really, it's all blurred out. It's whitewashed. But there's already condensation from the humidity building up on my windows from sitting here for 5 fucking minutes. Oh! Did you guys see my video about depression? If you did, I appreciate it. If you didn't, go check it out. Give it a share. It's important because a lot of us drivers out here in the real world are going through some of the same things. I've got a lot of good comments and a lot of good feedback about the video. So, like I said in the video, if you didn't see it, reach out to me, reach out to a friend, reach out to family members, whoever, but reach out to somebody, because when you're out here on the road and you're alone, it's like I said in the video, it's like a pot of boiling water with the lid on. And if you don't take the lid off every now and then and stir the macaroni, it's going to be a mess. It's going to, man, my beard is all flabbergasted this morning. Jesus, you got to put some oil in it or something. Look at this shit. It's just all out here in left field. What is going on? Oh, I look terrible. Oh, terrible. I have a funny feeling though, because yeah, I'm all over the fucking place. So I pulled in here to get an empty trailer. The load is an empty trailer. You know, go figure, Amazon, right? And it's the load's going to Georgia. Now, the guy told me when I got here that I'm like the 7th guy in line waiting on an empty. Okay. Well, if you go past because Amazon has departure times. I'm supposed to get here at 8:30. I'm a little early, and departure time is no later than 9:30. So if by 9:15, the guy doesn't call me and tell me that he has an empty, then I get to call Amazon ROC, and they're going to be like, yeah, we're going to have to cancel your load. We'll get credit for the load, but then I'm going to be stuck down here in fucking Miami, or I'm probably going to have to deadhead out of here, which is no big deal. Because there's a whole bunch of people waiting for empties, and there's no empties. I don't know why. Oh. Well, I want to try something. Right, check this out. Let's see if this works. We're going to make a smoke machine. Woo! Holy shit, that's cool. Wow. Holy shit, that's fogged it up in here pretty quick. This way you don't burn up your coil. Woo! Kid over here. Ah! Holy shit. Good lord. Fuck. Just literally killed it in here. Anyway, good times, great oldies. Wow, that shit was ridiculous. Anyway, so Eric is laughing. What's up, Store Lord? Yes, we can definitely make a heavy metal video with that technique. Oh man. Hey, another thing with Amazon too is, you know, they got all these new warehouses popping up, and they got all these new employees and stuff, and they got all these new yard jockey drivers that have never done the job, never driven a truck, never backed a trailer, and I'm sorry to say this, but it's fucking hilarious to watch these yard jockey drivers literally jockey with these fucking trailers when they have a yard jockey truck, which is like the easiest thing to back a trailer with, and yet they struggle. It's so fun. It's just comical. It's comical. I don't know if you have to have a CDL. Does anybody know this? Do you have to have a CDL Class A to operate a yard dog? Or is it just like a standard license? Or does anybody know what the rules on being a yard jockey driver? Do you have to have a CDL? I think you do. I just don't remember. Oh, it is required. Well, if it's required, then why are these fucking people struggling so much with a yard jockey? It's like and I've seen a lot more females doing the shit too, and they're like struggling with the shit. Like, you could turn a yard truck on a dime, literally, and yet they're struggling. It's quite comical. It's quite comical. No experience is required? Well, apparently. I mean, I guess you can go get your license and then come to work and be a yard driver. Well, holy shit. I think being a yard jockey would be a fun job. It'd be a fun job for a little while, I think. Maybe about a week. I don't know. I mean, they stay pretty busy, some of them. I mean, but there are some places where I see that it's like fucking yard guys are sitting around for a long ass time, just sitting. Oh yeah, they're training this lady right now. I've got you guys on the tablet today, so I can't really move the tablet around to show you the shit show that I'm watching right now. This is why I always said, like, back in the day when I did my how-to videos and stuff like that, I said, in order to get good at backing, one of the things you can do to understand the concept of backing a trailer is play with toy trucks. Play with toy trucks. That way you can kind of see how a trailer's going to react in situations. It'll give you, or play video games, you know. There's a lot of video games out there now where you can drive a truck. Not like back in the day, you know, when the video games, you know, didn't have that. But now there's so many video games out there on computers, like Grand Theft Auto. You could drive a truck with a trailer, the whole nine, in Grand Theft Auto, and have a, you know, you can do your thing. And but the premise of backing in the game is very realistic. It's very realistic. Look at her go. Look at her go. Oh yeah, like 18 pull-ups. There you go. Oh. I've seen people who took a truck across to the 20 foot. Yeah, I've seen that too. 20-foot trailers, fucking tandems all the way back and stuff, you know. Oh, she's struggling there. It's not hard. Well, I guess when you're new, I don't know. I shouldn't talk shit. Thankfully, when I went to school 9 years ago, I was just good at it. I just happened to be good at it. It just happened to come natural. So, yeah. That's funny. Earlier, I almost typed playing FGTA. Farming simulator, yup. See, when here in about a week and a half or so, when I'm out of the truck for good, I'm going to set up my office with a nice setup. I'm going to build a nice setup. We're going to start doing some American Truck Simulator videos and stuff. People have been asking me for years to do gaming videos. And I'm going to try to set myself up with a nice trucking car simulator setup thing in the office. I've seen videos where guys build, they get like a mock dashboard with the shifters. I met a guy on Facebook that builds actual shifters for the video game controller that comes with the steering wheel package from Logitech and Thrustmaster. You could buy the whole kit, that the actual shifting up and down button, you know, splitter button, everything. And he had a Peterbilt. The guy had a whole truck dashboard and window and the whole thing, and everything worked like as if, you know, it was how he rigged. Not that he rigged. He made it work with the steering wheel, the pedals, everything was. It was fucking legit. There's a lot of cool videos out there. So you get a hood and quit driving. Mr. Sparky, you know the deal. This is not the right truck. Mr. Sparky, if you've been watching long enough, you know that this truck that we were supposed to get was supposed to be the 4900 EX. Okay? This is not the 49 EX. This is the 49 SF. It's the babyhood. It's a half measure. Okay, it's not the right truck. It's a very beautiful truck. Don't get me wrong. What's going on, Southern Lifestyles? Good morning. I mean, like I've said it a million times, this is a very beautiful truck. There's nothing wrong with this truck. It's just not the right truck. Okay, and if you've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, you know me from Raven. Way back then, that's a long time. But yeah, it's not the right truck. And if you've been waiting, and the only way I've explained it is it's like you've been waiting and waiting. You've ordered a Corvette, right? You're going to the dealership to get your Corvette. Corvette's ready to go. You get to the dealership, and the guy hands you the keys to a fucking Cavalier. That's how this situation feels. It's like, yeah, that Cavalier is really, really nice, but it's not a Corvette. You know what I'm saying? But everything happens for a reason. I'm being promoted to do bigger and better things for our company. I'm going to be doing recruiting. I'm going to be doing. I got some shit that I'm going to be telling you soon that's going to really be interesting. Like recruiting, compliance. I'm going to be doing driver mentor. It's going to be a whole big thing. What up, Jay and Selena? Or if it's just Jay this morning, I don't know who's on the line. How's that truck of yours running? Our drivers are doing really good over here, Jay. The rates are going up, the fuel is going up, but still, we're doing good over here. Hell, I'm about to pull, well, if they don't cancel the load, I'm about to pull a load, I'm about to pull an empty trailer from Miami up to Atlanta area for $1,800. 754, it says 754 miles for $1,800. Empty trailer, not going to burn any fuel. But I bet you they're going to cancel the load. Or they're going to have me go somewhere else to pick up an empty trailer, which they'll give me credit for that as well. Amazon's really cool about that stuff. If they don't have, if you accept a load and you agree to pull the load, and then you get there and they don't have the trailer ready, or they don't have the load ready, or there's no empty ready, whatever the situation may be, they're like, well, go over here. We're going to give you $100 to go down the street real quick, because there's Amazon DCs everywhere. Go check and see if they have empties over there. And if they don't have an empty, they'll just cancel the load and they'll give you credit for it. They'll give you partial credit for that load. And it's not like when you're pulling reefer or dry van, they'll give you a truck order not used. They give you like half of the fucking price of the load. It's really good. That's good. How's your truck running, man? Did you ever get all the... I know your truck was giving you lots of issues there a couple of weeks, months ago. Oh my god, do you guys have like vegan coffee? Huh? Oh god. By the way, if you're wondering what today's flavor is, fucking good. It's really good. This stuff is really good. Good old custard. It's fucking good, I tell you. Yeah. A lot of people have been saying that this vape shit's gonna kill me. I've been vaping now for... vaping religiously, not smoking cigarettes, since about 2015, when, you know, tanks and atomizers and gourmet liquids have come out, you know, really. I quit smoking and I started doing this, and I've only got 3 milligrams of nicotine in my juice, and it helps with the anxiety, it just takes the edge off a little bit, but I don't have a lot of nicotine in there, but even still, I remember how I used to feel when, breathing air these days, yep. I remember how I used to feel when I used to smoke a lot of cigarettes, you know, and I was like a pack a day, 3/4 of a pack a day type of guy. It's pretty good now. months of downtime. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I bet. That's why sometimes it pays to buy a brand new truck with a warranty. But then again, nowadays with trucks, it's a fucking mystery because parts are hard to come by, and even brand new trucks break down. I know that. Not a lot of nicotine, but how much? THC shit. I wish. Oh my god. You know, see, we were talking. I did that video about depression the other day. Oh shit on my shirt, like weird. I did that video about depression the other day and how hard it is sometimes out here. I wish they would legalize weed for everybody, for drivers and shit, because wow. I remember I don't smoke weed obviously, but when I did, a few times that I did back in the day, oh, such happy times. And there's so many good benefits of smoking weed for your body and whatnot. That's the crazy part about it. I think that if people would smoke weed, the levels of depression and a lot of shit would go down. I mean, because think about it. I know you could. They would have if they would regulate it. If they would regulate weed like they regulate alcohol, then it would be a beautiful thing. You know, I know that they're doing that a lot nowadays. You know, for people that don't have jobs like us, where we, you know, can't have drugs in our system. You know, but think about it. How great would it be to go on your home time, right, and just fucking get lit, and then, you know, take that 34-hour reset, whatever, and then go back to work. Ah, man, that'd be great. Fucking A. But no, weed stays in your system, especially now with the hair follicle test and all that shit. Oh, by the way, happy belated birthday to my buddy Tim. Mr. Badass Trucker himself, Mr. Tim Gladden, where you at? I don't know if you're in here. I saw that it was your birthday yesterday, so happy birthday. Somebody let him know. I'm talking about him. Putting him on the news. Jeez Louise. Oh. What's your favorite restaurant? Favorite restaurant has to be Romano's Macaroni Grill if I had to pick one that's kind of like a chain restaurant. There's not too many of them. There's not too many Romano's Macaroni Grills. But as far as an Italian restaurant that actually does the shit really, really, really well, really good, and if I had to pick as a chain restaurant, that would be it. It wouldn't be fucking Olive Garden, that's for sure. Olive Garden's okay. But it ain't, no. It ain't, no. I'm sorry. No. I did not want to wake up this morning. I'm so tired. I'm fucking beat. I'm fried. Been on the road since Monday of last week. And today's only Saturday, and I'm already fried. I'm exhausted. But anyway, what else is going on with you guys? Anything exciting? I seen this video on TikTok. Well, that's got to be a local thing there, Jay. I don't know. I've never heard of that one. I saw this video on TikTok about the ports, you know, where everybody's talking about the supply chain issues right now. And in a lot of the ports right now, they have these automated robotic trailer movers, truck robots. And if you look at the videos that people are posting about it, these fucking robots move like turtles. Like absolute turtles. It's pretty wild how the crane take a trailer, drop it down onto this, you know, the crane will take a container and drop it down onto the trailer, and then the robot will be like, okay, I gotta move it over here, move it over there, blah, 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 and it does it. But they wonder why everything's moving so slowly, because they got fucking robots doing a job that a human being is supposed to be doing. And they keep talking about self-driving trucks, and Knight and Swift and all these companies are investing in self-driving trucks. Yeah, okay. You go ahead and keep investing in that bullshit, because it's not going to happen. You're not going to be able to do it. Self-driving trucks is not going to be a thing. Okay? It's not. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. You're not going to be able to have self-driving trucks out there until you have self-driving cars that can do it right. You know? And they still haven't figured that shit out. Come on, girl. Turn that trailer. You got it. There you go. You got it. Don't be afraid of it. There you go. Now follow through. Get under it. There you go. That's my girl. Look at her go. Like fucking butter. Look at her go. Ah, she must have passed her training, because she's killing it with this shit. Oh, she's got to lift your landing gear, Dragon. See, you know, there you go, lift it up. There you go, girl. Ooh, I wish I could turn the camera around and show you what we got going on here. It's exciting. It's really exciting shit. Wash this windshield a little bit. Anyway. What's going on, Thomas? Good morning. Top of the morning to you. Yeah. Oh, I should have used a paper towel for this. Hold on. Hold your horses. Should have known better. Whenever you're cleaning windows, but you don't want any streaks, you got to use Bounty. Bounty paper towels are the way to go when it comes to cleaning windows. Everything else sucks. Microfibers leave streaks. I don't care if they're brand new microfibers. But if you want a good, clean, streak-free window, you got to use Bounty. Sometimes you get what you pay for. And if you want to do it right, Bounty is the way to go. Yeah. Anybody else agree? Whew. Hey man, saw that it was your birthday yesterday. We could be twins, but you'd have to get some hair implants, I think because you're going a little bald up there, Tim, and your beard is way more flabbergasted than mine. Mine's messed up, right? Hold on, I can't be talking about beards. Let me go ahead and see if I can adjust this beard real quick. I'll do it live. With you guys real quick. I'll show you how I put oil in my beard. There's many ways to put oil in your beard, and a lot of people are going to be like, that's not how you do it. No, you're doing it all wrong. Well, I don't like to get oil all over my hands, so I take one of these brushes, right? And I kind of just go like this. Tilt my head. Couple squirts. And I brush it in. Oh, it smells good. I'm using some sandalwood stuff from Walmart. The sun's blinding me. I brush it in nice. I need to use my iron, my beard iron. Son of a brushes it in nice, gets it onto the skin, and then you don't have to have fucking oily hands. I gotta take some weight out of this beard. It's really long. I haven't trimmed it in a while. Then I give the top a little. Oh, a little terrible. Terrible! That's how I put oil in my beard. Still looks like shit. I gotta trim it. Hurry up and wait. Just turned through the fuck. Still on the time they rolled a gasket yesterday in there. Rolled a gasket? What's that mean? What are you talking about? Rolled a gasket? Oh, I got a lot of gray hairs here, Sparky. It's fucking ridiculous. Getting old. I'm 38 years old. I've got that good in-between gray hair and regular hair thing going on. That experienced man look going on. But I seen that when they came out with that shit, when you could, add a little gray to your beard. Who the hell wants to add gray to their beard? Oh, come on, add a little gray, show distinction. Like, man, if you ain't old enough to have gray hair, and you ain't stressed out enough to have gray hair, you should be happy. You should be happy that you don't have no fucking gray hair. Salt and pepper, right, exactly. Oh shit. So how much longer is the truck gonna be in the shop? They get the whole engine apart then, technically. Crankcase breather. That's on the front of the motor, I think. Yeah. I think that's on the front. They're leaking a little bit of oil. Yeah, that's coming. I'm going to be out of the truck by the end of the month. I'll be done with the truck here in a week and a half. One more week. Week and a half or something. Right before Halloween, I'll be done. For good. On to bigger and better things for the company of RST. I've got a lot of things planned, let me tell you. So stay tuned. Wow, this beard really looks like shit. I gotta take some weight out of it. What I mean by that, I've been watching a couple of videos on how to trim the beard properly and try to keep the beard full, but not, to keep it, to take, when I say take weight out of it, you see all these little sticky ones that are sticking out. The guy takes the clippers and instead of going against the grain, with it and cutting length off the the beard, so to speak, they brush it and then they take the clippers and they just trim all these loose ones down. They keep brushing it and they trim loose ones down. That way it takes weight out of the beard, not length. I have a lot to learn though still about that. Even though I've had a beard now for a better part of 6 years. Good morning, Colonel. What's up? No, I'm going back up to. First, I'm supposed to take this load to near Atlanta, to Brazelton, and then I'll be working my way back up the East Coast. And we'll see what happens after that. I don't know what's happening after that, but ZZ Top look. That's funny. Can't beat the ZZ Top look. Oh man, I can just picture you singing the song Legs. She gets her legs. Knows how to use it. That'd be you. Anyway. Blah, 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 blah. Medical leave. Gallstones. Oof. God bless you. I don't want no stones. Kidney stones. I don't want no stones. Thankfully, I haven't had any stones. I hear about people that got kidney stones and all these stones or whatever, and they gotta pee them out. It hurts. It fucking feels like, they say it feels like it's ripping and chewing against your penis walls. And I can't imagine. Thank God I don't have to deal with that. Not yet, at least. I hope not ever. I have other shit that I have going on. I've got, mental problems. I've got sinus problems that I've always had since I was a kid. Getting a cowboy hat. Oh yeah, because you would look good in the fucking cowboy hat. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what you're missing. That's what you know. You know what you need to do? I can picture you rocking a bandana. One of those bandana hats. Come on. You are too short, just like me, to be rocking a cowboy hat. There's only certain outfits for certain body styles. I walk by a pair of cowboy boots for the longest. They tried some fun. The body type, let alone a cowboy hat, forget it. I'd have to change up the whole outfit. I can't wear the jeans I have now with cowboy boots. You have to have the right jeans to wear cowboy boots. And then you have to have the right shirt to wear the jeans. You have to change the whole outfit. You can't just wear cowboy boots with whatever. I mean, you can, don't get me wrong, but, every time I put on a pair of cowboy, these look great. These are comfortable, but I'm like, ooh. And I look at the mirror, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't think I can pull these off. I don't think I can pull them off. So, but yeah, if you want to get a cowboy hat there, Tim, I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it. Oh, yeah. The situation with the ports, it's not just Cali, it's everywhere. We were just talking about that a few minutes ago, about the robotic trucks that they've got in the ports. The automated container movers. They're like the slowest things on earth. That's one of the reasons why we don't have freight moving. They're trying to blame it on truckers, as usual. Biden the other day was talking about, oh, well, we're going to have the ports open 24 hours, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, that's going to be interesting. You're going to throw a monkey wrench in the whole system, and you think that having the ports open 24 hours is going to change anything? Why don't you try to fix the fucking fuel crisis first? Why don't you try to fix the border crisis? Why don't you shut the fuck up about these vaccines first? Why don't you fucking do your job? We're gonna fix it. We're gonna build back better, bitch. Please. This has to be the worst of all time, and we're not even 3 years of this shit. How much worse it's gonna get? Oh shit, it's gonna get ugly. But thankfully, people are starting to fight back. Airline pilots, people are like, no, I don't know. The cops in Chicago, thank God, they're fighting back. They're like, oh well, all federal workers got to be. In Chicago, the Miss Beetlejuice, she's like, well, all federal employees have to get the jab. The cops are like, 50% of the cops in Chicago are like, no, we don't want it. And yesterday was the deadline. So she said, if you don't have the jab, you can't come to work. You can't work. Well, they're like, fuck it, then we won't work. But now she's like, well, wait a minute, she's like, oh shit, they called my bluff. And now she's like, oh, I'm going to sue you for not coming to work. Well, bitch, you said we couldn't come to work if we didn't get the jab. So what the fuck, you're going to sue us for following your rules. You said if we don't get the jab, we can't come to work. We said, fuck, fine, we're not getting the jab. But now you're going to, that's how fucked up it is. That's how fucked up these Democrat-run shitholes are. And I always keep thinking to myself, how did these people get elected in the first place? How? If you think about politics and you think about being a government leader, a leader of your town, your city, whatever, senators and whatever you've been elected to do, you're a leader at some level for your district, whatever. But it comes down to common sense. I'm down here in Miami right now, Chemo. It comes down to common sense things. And right now, common sense has been out the window. It's just left. There's nothing they're doing with these vaccines. And the funny part about the vaccines, we always talk about the vaccines, and people tell, oh, you shouldn't be talking about politics in your videos. Well, fuck that. The vaccines, number one, it's not a fucking vaccine, okay? It still hasn't been proven to work, but yet it's FDA approved. And yet you see all the time on the news, studies have shown, studies are showing this, and studies are showing that. Well, there you fucking go. That's why most people don't want to get the fucking vaccine, because you're still doing fucking studies. The shit hasn't been vetted yet. There hasn't been enough studies yet. Yet, you know what? Just take it anyway. We'll figure it out later. That's what they're saying. Take the fucking jab, right? Because we said so. But we can still get sick, right? Yeah, you can still transmit it, right? Yeah. So what's the point of having it? Oh, well, because it's going to make your symptoms less worse than if you didn't have it. Oh, well, fucking leaves. Get the fuck out of here. Get your vaccine. Oh, now you got to get your boosters. Got to get another booster. Your 35th booster shot. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. I love it. And then you got people like in the restaurant industry out in California where they're mandating, you have a vaccine passport in order to go have a meal, right? And the waitresses are complaining, well, we've never seen it so slow. You got to go get your vaccine so you can come into my restaurant and eat so I can get paid. Like, no, bitch. People are like, I don't need to go to that restaurant that bad to where I have to divulge my medical information. This is all a big political grift, this whole thing. I've been saying it since the beginning. And it's only getting worse. But people are starting to fight back. People are starting to wake the fuck up and realize how stupid this shit is. COVID-19's been, since it came out, okay, yeah, there's been a lot of people that have died, okay? But COVID-19, the mortality rate is like 99% chance that you're going to beat it. Out of the millions and millions and millions and millions of people that have died from COVID-19, that have gotten COVID, they've survived it. Now, yes, there has been people that didn't. But then again, if you think about it, right? COVID-19 deaths, blah, 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 right? Well, they stopped talking about the flu. They stopped talking about all the other diseases and shit that people die from. But, oh man, it's a deadly pandemic. Get the fuck out of here. It's just, I've said it since the beginning. COVID-19 is nothing more than this year's version of the flu that they've politicized and made up. It's all been a bit like, what was it, over a year ago when that show, it was on YouTube at first. It was called Plandemic. And then YouTube was like, no, we can't have this out there. They took that shit down. They took the website down. But if you go on BitChute and the other streaming services, you can find that video called Plandemic. And it talks about there are doctors in there that came out and blew the whistle and said, hey, this shit, there ain't nothing right about this shit. But we gotta delete that video. We gotta shut them up. Because they're gonna fuck up our narrative. Go and look it up. Go on BitChute and look up the Plandemic video if you missed it last year. Look it up. They said no to vaccines in schools in California? Wow, I'm very surprised about that. Usually California is the first place that starts all the bullshit. Usually California is the first place that starts with the BS. Very surprised about that. But that's good then, because, like I said, more people are waking up. More people are fighting back. What's going on, Cameron? Now, they can't... And that's the fucking thing. Yeah, I know. It's all about ratings. The thing though about it is... that the funny part about it was when Trump was still the president, okay, Biden and Harris and fucking all and Pelosi and all these idiots were like, oh, the federal government doesn't have the power to mandate the vaccines. The federal government can't do this. The federal government can't do that. Blah 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 blah. And now all of a sudden, because dipshit's the fucking president, oh, we're allowed to mandate whatever we want. We're going to mandate up to the wazoo. 90% survival rate, yet they're overhyped, 10% death rate. Yes, thank you for the $5. You're exactly right. Me and you are on the same page. This whole thing was meant to scare people, and it did. It scared the shit out of a lot of people. Hell, they just said yesterday that they're going to start letting people in Australia go out and leave their houses. But if you're not vaccinated yet in Australia, you have to stay in your home until December 1st. Do you believe that shit? I want to see them try to lock people in their houses like they did in Australia here in America. I would love to see it. Oh, I would pay to see it. Because that's when shit would really change. Fast. Yes, control people by fear. Exactly. Exactly. Mama Goose there. 31. You're exactly right. Ridiculous. Like I said, it's common sense shit, okay? I don't have a middle name, Amy. I have other names. There's too many chiefs and not enough Indians right now. You got the CDC, you got Dr. Fauci, you got all these idiots that, like I said, Dr. Fauci, Dr. Fauci, fucking idiot, come out, oh, the people shouldn't be wearing masks. No. Oh, now we gotta wear a mask. Oh, now we gotta wear 2 masks. The fucking rules. And he's a scientist, he's a doctor, he knows best. Well, you said this, now you say that, who the fuck is it? I've always said since the beginning, the masks don't do shit, okay, to your lungs. And people that are wearing these masks for long, long periods of time throughout the day, they're going to have problems in the future. And they're making all these kids wear a mask throughout the day in school. They're going to have problems in the future. These kids are going to be fucked. They're going to be fucked. And it sucks. Because you're constricting flow to your lungs. And the main part about it is, look at your eyeballs. You're not covering your eyeballs. You're not wearing safety glasses. The virus can easily attach itself to that sponge-like thing called your eyeball. That wet sponge of an eyeball. But no, you have to... But yeah, look, that lady's wearing a mask. She's outside. What's she wearing a mask for? Well, you know what? People say, well, if they want to wear the mask, if they feel comfortable wearing the mask, let them wear the mask. Okay, cool. I'm all about that. But I'm so glad that now, lately, recently, people aren't really, being mask police like they used to be. Because even when the pandemic was in full swing, I never wore my mask. The only time I put my mask on was when I went into a shipper or receiver, or I went into a place that said something to me. Even if the sign says you have to have a mask to enter the building, I wouldn't put it on until somebody said something. And when someone said, hey man, you gotta put your mask on, I'd be like, hey, no problem, I'll put the mask on. 5 minutes, in and out, boom, don't shop there again. Seriously, fuck them. Because it makes no sense. It hasn't made sense since the beginning. Not one bit of it. And it's fucking aggravating because people are so fucking stupid. They're so easily manipulated by the government. Oh, they said. Oh. Why the hell do you think Democrats are letting all the illegals? Oh, totally. Yes. And by the way, Possum, they don't have to be vaccinated. They don't have to be vaccinated. Oh. Go figure. So, Matt, I'm down here in Miami waiting on an Amazon empty trailer so I can take it up to Georgia. Now, I'm down here in Miami right now. Down in Miami, now it's 99 degrees. We started this video out at 95 degrees. It's 99 now. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh. Isn't the sign saying something? Isn't the sign saying something? Long-bay traffic light. Stop sign, so someone tells you. Yeah, technically, yeah. Yeah. That's the problem with the society we live in. Everybody's so easily manipulated, you know, and here we are. We're on social media right now, right? And, you know, what was it, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, when Facebook went down for almost 24 hours, you had people losing their fucking minds. You know, I said the easiest way to fuck up the world, okay, you want to fuck up the world and end the world and the life that we live right now, you don't have to drop bombs, you don't have to drop viruses, you don't have to fucking start a war. All you have to do is shut off the internet. You don't think so? Watch what happens if they shut the internet off. Watch what happens, how fast society will crumble if electricity is gone. There's a movie about it called Into the Forest on Netflix. It's like a B-rated movie, but it's a really good movie. The movie's premise is that the electricity goes out unsuspectingly and it stays out. Nobody knows how, nobody knows why, nobody knows when, but the electricity goes out, and you think about it. Society will crumble fast if all the electricity went out. Yeah, I wish I would have broke Instagram and Facebook. My sinus is fucking full swing down here in Florida. I can't breathe with shit. Pardon me. This fucking Florida air always does this to me. It's nasally. That's why I love living up north where I live. I can breathe very easily. Down here, I'm like constricted. And I sound like fucking a mouse. It's terrible. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. We're coming up on an hour. Stay tuned for more. Just wanted to check in with you guys and shoot the shit, you know. See you on the next one. Stay tuned. Have a great weekend.